Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Nobody Wants to Be Mark Andrews edition of the NFL Wrapup. The divisional playoffs began with a game that ended pretty much as everyone had expected, with the Chiefs beating the Texans 23-14. Although it did take some Brady and Patriots level controversial officiating to make that happen. Let's just admit this: Mahomes is starting to get the calls that Brady used to get. Hopefully that does not continue to this weekend. There was a lot of scrutiny on that. None of the refs that were in that game are actually going to be in the championship game. So maybe that was the NFL waking up a little bit. Then came the game nobody saw coming, with the Commanders, who are a scrappy team, but they haven't been successful that long, but they beat the Lions 45-31. Now, most of the Lions starters on defense have been in IR since about halfway through the season. They've been playing with second stringers, third stringers, guys they recruited from a bus stop. They have been riding Jared Goff and their incredible offense, just putting up tons and tons of points and giving up tons and tons of points, but it's been working for them. But that old saying that defense wins championships held true this year, or this game. And Jared Goff, every quarterback has a bad game. Jared just picked this one to have his bad game. He gave up 4 turnovers between fumbles and interceptions, and 3 of those resulted in points. It was an ignominious, my wife's going to hate me for using that word, end to the Lions season. I've got friends that are Lions fans, and I really hate that for them. Quarterback Jaden Daniels looked really strong for the Commanders. He paid no attention to the famously loud Lions crowd, who cause a lot of silent snap counts. They cause a lot of false starts. Jaden just played like he was on another planet. Sunday, the Eagles rode 205 yards from Saquon Barkley and a stout defense to beat the Rams 25-22. The weather helped too. Tyler Higbee scored both Rams touchdowns on passes from Matthew Stafford, but in the end it wasn't enough to stop Barkley, who ripped off 2 touchdown runs of 60-plus yards. Now, Jalen Hurts' health is somewhat of a question going into this week's game. He appeared to injure his left leg in the second half, and he didn't run anymore, and his passing seemed to suffer from the lack of being able to plant his leg. In the AFC, it will be another matchup of the Bills and Chiefs for the AFC Championship, boys and girls. The Bills did what they've done all year. They played as a team. They don't have any superstars. They've only got 2 guys in the Pro Bowl. Can you believe that? This is a team that's about to go to the Super Bowl. Maybe. And they've only got 2 guys going to the Pro Bowl. You know why? They play as a team. And they played as a team to beat the Ravens. Now, understand this. The Ravens went into Buffalo as the favorites. Nobody goes into Buffalo as the favorites. But the Ravens were by just a point. And the Bills won 27-25. And this is where Mark Andrews, poor Mark Andrews, comes into play. With less than 2 minutes to go in the game, the Ravens scored a touchdown. And all they needed was a 2-point conversion to tie the game and probably go into overtime. Mark Andrews, tight end for the Ravens, in the corner of the end zone, front corner of the end zone, was pretty much sitting down. Lamar Jackson throws him the ball. The ball goes right into his lap, and he dropped it. No 2-point conversion. The Bills go on to a 27-25 win. So going into this weekend, we have the Bills versus the Chiefs, and we have another question game here. Will Jalen Hurts' leg be healed enough to beat these upstart Commanders? Now, this goes back a long time to when the Commanders were the Redskins, and that was a legendary rivalry. They played each other at least twice a year. And for those who are a student of the game, this is a really great matchup. But if Jalen Hurts isn't ready to go, it's going to be a lopsided affair. Let's see. We'll see. Go Bills! Turn it off.